So let's talk about the new Warner Brothers DC streaming service, DC Universe. Is it gonna give Netflix a run for its money? I don't know. How you doing, my friends? I am the Jovenshire. Thank you for tuning into my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Sorry, I keep hitting the table and it shakes the camera, and that's unprofessional. And if you are a returning viewer and you haven't hit that notification bell, please do so that you know exactly when my videos come out, because this is why I make these videos, because I want to talk to you guys down in the comments below. So let's get started. First thing that we need to talk about with this DC streaming service, DC Universe, is that it's coming out in August. That's when it lands, but they did announce today that Titans, the first live action show that they're doing, will happen in late 2018. That's their window. So they're launching their platform, but it won't have Titans on it. Personally, not exactly what I would do. I would launch the platform with the new live action show just to make sure that you're getting as many people as you can coming to your platform. But that isn't saying that there isn't a lot of stuff on there. We are not only gonna have a backlog of old TV shows, live action movies, animated movies. Literally, we've got Batman the Animated Series in HD streaming on the service, so there will be stuff there. And the thing that I think makes this platform very different in comparison to like the Disney platform that will be coming out in 2019 is that they aren't just streaming videos on here. This is also going to be like a community hub where you can create like a social media platform and talk to other fans, but also there's going to be an online merch store with exclusive stuff you can buy from DC Collectibles. So it's going to be some great content there. Plus they're going to be really heavy on sweepstakes and just things that are happening with pop culture events, and they might have some original content on there as well. So there will be a lot of stuff. And I do think that it's interesting that they are taking that take on it. Netflix, they don't have a community. That is one thing that YouTube has that Netflix doesn't have at all, is like a community. And DC is really trying to hit hard with that. But I would also like to mention that something that I would have really changed and fixed is that the stuff that will be on there at launch is a little bit limited. For example, it's only the first 2 seasons of Batman the Animated Series. I think if you're gonna win with a platform like this, you dump everything. You get all your old TV shows, all your old movies, everything should be in one spot. But this could also be part of a much larger plan where they plan on releasing more and more content over the next year or two just to keep bringing in more and more people in. I get it. It's an interesting take, but that's just me. I'm a fan and I want it all at once, but I see what they could be doing here, and if that is the plan, I get it. I just want it all. Next up is it's not just the community, it's not just the store, it's not just the old shows, but it's also going to have a comic book service because it's DC, so there will be a bunch of curated comics. So we aren't talking about their entire backlog, but a lot of digital comics that you can read, whether it be on your phone or it be on your computer or TV as well. I guess that's going to be accessible there. It's not everything, but it's a lot of the good stuff. I want to kind of compare it to the digital plan that Marvel has with their comic service, where you pay a monthly amount and you don't get all of the new comics, but you get their entire backlog. Now, I don't know what comics will be available, so it's like the best of the best that's been out in the past. But if you are kind of new to comics or just want to get more into the DC world, this will be a great chance for you to read like the best stories that are available for DC. So that's neat. Just, again, I wish there was more. I'm sure they'll put out more over time. So yes, there's comics. There's a store attached to it. There's original content. There's the backlog of TV shows and movies. But let's talk about the big thing. We're talking about the new shows. Now, I mentioned Titans, the live-action Teen Titans show that will air at late 2018. That was the release window for it. So it is coming later this year. But there is also a handful of other original shows that have been announced, but they don't have as much of a narrow window. They are just being released in 2019. We're looking at the Swamp Thing live-action show. We've got a Doom Patrol show, which if you haven't heard of them, I can't wait for you to watch this show. It's nice for them to shed some light on like the E team of characters. I think there's a lot of magic there. We also have an animated Harley Quinn show. That's gonna be cool. This is where Harley Quinn leaves Joker. She's now doing her own anti-hero thing, and we get to watch that story unfold. Speaking of animated, we are finally getting more Young Justice. Yes! That show is coming back, and but that is also in 2019. We don't know when it's coming out, but it'll be sometime in 2019. So I'm gonna be paying very close attention to see how much actually comes out over the next few years on this streaming service. I think there is a lot of potential. I am very excited for it, but if there's one thing that they need to fix real soon and hopefully announce before Titans comes out is, yes, you can get this on your computer, your Android phone, your iOS, but they did not announce that this app will be available on the PS4 or the Xbox One. I think that is essential for success, because when you start going cross-platform, because my Xbox, I love my Xbox, but it's also my home entertainment system. I turn that on to watch Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. So if I don't have it on my Xbox, I don't watch it on my big TV. And I really want to watch these shows on my big TV, so please, WB, please announce that this is going to go cross-platform. I'm sure it's in the system and it's going to get announced. And then finally, the big thing that I need to talk about outside of it going to the Xbox and PS4 is I think that they made a small mistake. I don't think they should have just kept this all as DC. I think there should have been a Warner Brothers platform as well, where it was all things Warner Brothers, not just DC. Like, look at what Disney's doing with their streaming service next year. They aren't just doing like, oh, here are all the Marvel movies, or here's all the Star Wars stuff. They've got Marvel, Disney cartoons, Star Wars live action shows. They have everything on one platform, and I really think WB should have done that. Yes, there already will be a lot of content over time on this DC streaming service, but still, there's so much more you could have done, unless their 3 to 5 year plan is to expand into the rest of the WB Rolodex of content. Maybe there's going to be a WB platform and then a DC platform, and then they can do both things at the same time for the same price. Now that is the way to do it. You get one, you get both. So here's hoping that's what they do. But now I want to talk to you guys in the comments below. Are you going to get this DC service, or are you going to wait to kind of see how it is? Oh, how about this? If there was a DC live action TV show that you want to see, which would it be? Which one should they take on next? Talk to me in the comments below, because that's why I love doing this. I like connecting with you guys and having a good time doing it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I'm not going to charge you for these videos, and I'm not going to do a Patreon. Just, I ask for your support. Just tell people about it. Make sure you watch them and share the videos. I really appreciate that. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Till the next time, I'll see you later.